In the dry, arid landscape near the caves of Qumran, the wind whipped through the narrow passes, carrying with it grains of sand and whispers of ancient secrets. The year was 1947, and a young Bedouin shepherd was searching for a lost goat in the Judean desert. He picked up a stone and tossed it into a cave, hoping to startle the goat out of hiding. Instead of a bleat or the sound of hooves, he heard a sharp, echoing crash. Curiosity piqued. He ventured into the cave and stumbled upon what would become one of the most important archaeological discoveries of the 20th century, the Dead Sea Scrolls. Among the hundreds of scrolls found over the next few years, preserved in clay jars, were ancient Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek texts that would shed new light on early Judaism. But amid these discoveries, a mystery began to unfold, one that some scholars believed connected directly to Jesus Christ and his hidden teachings. As researchers carefully unrolled the fragile scrolls, they encountered references to a figure with teachings strikingly similar to those of Jesus. There were passages on the coming of a messianic leader, prophecies of redemption, and writings on divine wisdom and light. Many scrolls referenced a figure called the Teacher of Righteousness, who was said to have an almost otherworldly wisdom and to have been persecuted for his teachings. This figure was presented as a wise leader, emphasizing forgiveness, inner purity, and a connection to the divine that transcended worldly concerns. While traditional Christian texts were well known, these ancient writings held elements that seemed eerily similar yet distinct. Some believed this teacher of righteousness could have been an inspiration for Jesus, a precursor who paved the way for the teachings that would later reshape humanity. Others wondered if these teachings were simply part of a broader divine wisdom that Jesus himself had absorbed during his lost years, a time from age 12 to 30, about which the Bible is largely silent. The discovery of these scrolls posed more questions than answers. Was it possible that Jesus, as a young man, had traveled to these very deserts, immersing himself in the wisdom of the Essenes, a devout sect that had penned many of the scrolls? The Essenes were known for their ascetic lifestyles, their commitment to purity, and their yearning for a deeper spiritual understanding. Their teachings included principles of charity, love, and forgiveness, themes that were remarkably similar to those Jesus later taught during his ministry. In some scrolls, scholars found passages that resonated with Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, writings that spoke of turning the other cheek, loving one's enemies, and embracing humility as the highest virtue appeared throughout the texts. This remarkable parallel led some to wonder if Jesus had encountered these ideas firsthand, perhaps even spending years studying under Essene guidance. Or could it be that these shared principles were part of a larger cosmic truth that had been imparted to humanity over generations? As word of these scrolls spread, scholars, theologians, and curious minds across the world began to speculate about the implications. Some were quick to see a direct link between the teacher of righteousness and Jesus, while others saw the scrolls as evidence of a widespread spiritual awakening that transcended a single person or tradition. Jesus' teachings, though radical, now appeared to fit within a larger tapestry of ancient wisdom, as if he had come not to create something entirely new, but to fulfill an age-old promise hidden within the scrolls. For many, the discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls offered a glimpse into the hidden roots of Jesus' teachings. Were these texts the keys to understanding the fuller, cosmic significance of his mission? Had Jesus drawn upon this wisdom, reshaping it to connect with the people of his time? Or was he simply a continuation of a profound spiritual lineage that stretched back for centuries? The discovery of the scrolls remains an enigma. Yet, the possibility that Jesus was connected to this hidden knowledge only deepens the mystery of his life and teachings. Perhaps he carried a message that transcended not only borders but time itself. And perhaps these ancient scrolls hold whispers of that divine wisdom, a light that was never meant to be contained to one era or place, but to guide all who seek it, across all ages.